Hello, my name's April Lewis and welcome to Weston Supermum on the Sofa. And you might have seen me before, but today is a special day. It's World Mental Health Day, October the 10th. It generally stays October the 10th every year. I suffered with postnatal depression. For some mums, it's like varying degrees, and this is what we're going to talk about today in regards to World Mental Health Day, to raise awareness of postnatal depression and the services that are available to mums and the family while you're suffering. Okay, with me on the sofa today is Ruth Kimmins, and she links in with the Children's Centre. And
do you want me to say a little bit?
Yes, I will.
I work as an adult mental health specialist, and I'm financed through children's centres. And for the last 6 years, I've been working really closely with midwives and health visitors, GPs, and the secondary mental health services to join up services around perinatal mental health needs.
So then it all links up nicely, and the mums can get the help that they need, ideally. Now, in the year I went through postnatal depression, it was actually the serious form. It was puerperal psychosis, which happens to 1 in 1,000 women. 10 to 15% with postnatal depression. It's really hard. It started obviously, I had a lovely baby boy born, and I didn't get ill straight away. Some mums, it's like quite highlighted that, you know, there's something, they're teary. That could brush aside after a couple of weeks. That's known as baby blues. Baby blues can carry on further, and it's known as postnatal depression. But what I went through was psychotic thoughts, and that's why it was called puerperal psychosis. It wasn't noticed because it can rapidly occur, and that happened to me. I was working, I was breastfeeding, I was doing everything normally as every new mum does, and then all of a sudden, maybe the odd crying at work, I ended up in hospital at the mother and baby unit. And I had the intense help and support with the specialist nurses, and I was in there for a little time. But that's me. Don't compare yourself to me, because it was a rare case that I went through. But the most important thing for me is to raise this important postnatal depression. It does touch me when I talk about it, but I want you to feel that, because it is important. And if you see your wife or your best friend going through like down times after having a baby, try and just be there for them. And support them. And I think more recently you've had more additions to your family, and things went a bit better for you. Is that right? Yes, they did. I got linked up again and had a fantastic care plan sorted out for me, just in case, and nothing went wrong. I was worried, but yes, I've got delightful 2 more additions to the family. But anyhow, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the service and everything that is available. I spoke with Mothers for Mothers on the phone this morning, and they'd like to be, sort of me to mention there is a helpline and they operate Monday to Thursday from 2:30 in the afternoon till 9 at night. The number is going to be going up on the show, and will be on the website. And they also have an office hours phone line, which is 01179756006. Sorry, I was looking down at the paper, but I can't remember those numbers in my head. Also, I find this really interesting because this is a new development since I was, ill. Bluebell nurses. Have you heard about Bluebell nurses?
No, tell me some more.
They're based in Bristol, but they want to have Bluebell. They want to have nurses for maternal depression that are able and they're paid for. They're funding for the nurses for mothers in Bristol. So if you'd like to find out more, it's www.bluebellnurses.org. It's this is the beginning of their plight to sort of get help for mums in Bristol. But they want to sort of try and further that and see it as a national thing. So, this is just for awareness. So if you've got any pennies, it'd be nice to maybe get online and give them some money. I'm umming and ahhing.
There's, within children's centres, I've been trying to join up perinatal mental health care pathways for 6 years now, along with some other colleagues in child and adolescents, health visiting and midwives. And children's centres have become a really good resource. They are very good at joining up services, being there alongside mums for the longer term.
I agree.
And in amongst that sort of work, we've got a drop-in, Blue to New, which again will be on the website, I think.
Yeah.
And that happens every Thursday, except for term times, because we've set that up with volunteers from women who have gone through rough patches through around the perinatal period. And they are the best ones to be there for other women. It's not just depression or psychosis, it's anything about confidence.
Yeah.
Those sorts of supports are there for
mums can get panic attacks at times, can't
Absolutely.
they? That sort of thing, so they could...
Well, and if they're thinking, that doesn't fit into depression, or that's not, I don't think that's an illness. Children's centres are fantastic at being there and being able to signpost to where the best resource is. So one message I get through to people is your health visitor, your midwife and children's centres, they're there as a safety net. And then the other specialist services will just fall into place.
Yeah.
And talk about it, as you say.
Yeah. I found self-help for me is, at times, I still on occasions, I don't have, it's not all plain sailing, because after going through a severe mental illness, you still have that odd weakness that something could trigger. And so I find talking therapy with my family, with my friends, and I have a great number of friends now, and I know a lot of people do care. And I find I'm picking up the phone and, ring and say, look, I've just got this on my mind. I just verbalise it, and lots of my friends are great, and, they just say, that's fine, or direct me in a different way, or, I've also found music, give myself even 10 minutes of just switching off of everything that's at home, 10 minutes, a day, and that's like, oh yes, me time. Concentrate on the me time. Yeah, definitely.
Time for yourself is so important. It's so easily lost around that period when all the new roles just come in and you're meant to be able to cope.
Can I just ask you a question though, because it has been asked to me. Dads, they can go through the same?
Absolutely. Yeah. And the other thing, absolutely, and they're as welcome in our drop-ins in children's centres as mums. Very much that's a really
brilliant.
Important message.
Thank you for
to go out.
highlighting. Yeah.
And also, I think people think of postnatal depression. Actually, a lot of the research is being focused now on antenatal. People think, that happens after the birth.
It can start before.
And anxiety is just as important to pay attention to antenatally.
Yeah.
So the whole pregnancy period, and we're trying to think at the same time, not just mums and the baby and the bonding and the fathers and the family. Yeah. We're all trying to think family.
Yeah, because it's a big change.
Absolutely.
And even if you're not a new mum, it can suddenly happen on second pregnancy. It can happen out of the blue. Absolutely.
There's very often not one cause for it, not just an illness. It can be what's happening in somebody's life.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you think we've rounded up nicely there? Have we mentioned everything we wanted to mention?
I think so.
And have we told everyone at home that there are the links there, and all you need to do is get in touch with that health visitor, doctor, and they'll link up
children's centres and midwives.
Children's centres and midwives. Right, thank you for watching. I've been April Lewis on the sofa.
And Ruth Kimmins from Children's Centres.
And take care and take a day at a time.